And here we are on the 26th of June 1999 at our summer camp. It's on a disused railway track at Balnamuir. If we walk along the track, this is Balnamuir, near Balnamuir, near Balnamuir, near Balnamuir. There is a hole in this bridge. However, this does illustrate the hardships of Scout Camp, and we're approaching it on one of the days when the hardships were at their peak. Here's one patrol slogging away doing maintenance in absurdly trying conditions. That's the railway line behind the site, and we'll walk down into the site now. You'll notice, I know your sympathies will be with us in these trying conditions, which even the youngest of Scouts, up with which they have to put. You'll see there's a marquee here, a haven of peace, shelter, and the Scouts can get in sometimes. No, but really. The cooking area is this end, and the open area for wet weather or other activities is the other end. You'll notice there is a gazebo here. Actually, this is an experiment, and we have double guyed it because gazebos can't stand up otherwise, and we're just seeing how it works. Over here are patrol sites. This one nearest is Kestrel, and that further away is the Pumas. And that is the view up the valley. We can follow Graham Patrick across there, going across, I think, for a digging implement, and that's the Pumas far there. And that's the backdrop. You'll notice as I say, they're very exacting conditions here. If we can walk in closer, we'll see the leader tents. Well, there's the car park, and then the leader tents along that side. And let's look at some of the activities which we have going here today. The thistles, by the way, are tremendous, and we have been pulling them down as we can manage. I'll just swing round and you can see the entrance with some of the thistles knocked down, but many yet to be knocked down. These are the enemy, especially at night, of course. The other enemy, of course, is at our feet, especially during rainy spells. Now here we have some heroes. This is the Puma patrol with Stuart Montgomery, PL. David Walker APL. Carl Robertson sitting there because he's 4 brushes and he's done his stint and he's waiting to do his next stint. And there's Gregor Tate at his first camp.
You're going to pour it.
Instructions from the sidelines, which of course are quite correct. Meantime, what's happening over here is that 2 Hawaiian ovens have been dug and we have just put in the makings, or part of the makings, of a meal. And then they've been covered up. And these are Hawaiian ovens. What's below that is cabbage leaves, then food in foil, and more cabbage leaves, and then fire. What we're walking over across now to oh, and here is the Land Rover. Robert returning with wood. Robert of could, of course, is cook QM. Hello, Robert.
Firewood delivery.
Right, very welcome, very welcome. We did the Hawaiian ovens, we got the potatoes, we've wrapped them in foil.
All right,
and
put them in and got the cabbage and
covered them up. Yeah.
Cabbage as well.
We used the 2 small cabbages.
Right, yeah. So we
half
got the big
below
one
and half above.
Yeah. I thought they're
cabbages.
that big that it would probably do.
Yes, yes.
We only cut down 3 trees.
I'm just going.
We didn't bring all the top branches with us.
No, right.
We brought some of them, and we brought some dry. I brought some old dead gorse branches as well, which are really bone dry.
Oh, right.
To act as kindling.
Thanks. Ah, here's Paul Granderson. Yes. And here's Philip Brown, our Graham Bird trophy holder, who's now in charge of making sure that these scouts become expert in various crafts of survival on the hill. This particular one is putting up a hike tent inside the fly sheet for when it's pouring, because of course we are experiencing tremendously adverse conditions at the moment. That's Paul Fleming, of course, who's patrol leader of the Kestrels. Alistair McKeever, who's Camp APO. And of course Alistair Scotland, who's got his back to us. He's got quite a nice back though, and quite a nice back of his head. And do you want to look at the camera a minute, Alistair? Oh yes, there we go, okay. Right. But that's not all the activities.
Do you sell these to Jeremy Beadle or something? Camp Scout Street video.
And there's of course
You videoed when I had
Andrew
to surface your fish.
who just arrived today,
Long grapes.
together with Peter.
Same tent. Same tent they're putting up wheels. Dear.
And we've got a job here to do.
Andrew, if you had forks in your hand, you would be called Bruce.
Here's Peter Henson,
I'd be called Sheila.
previous Graham Bird soldier, just left.
We bring wood.
I understand we're quite successful in that regard.
We did well.
Good.
We did well. He had an entire tree on shoulder.
And this is the gate through which the cattle have been coming, and of course the horses.
Oh, so
But we've had to re-erect the fence there.
why do you not make the use of
And of course we have the the pit, which has already been dug by Robert Allen actually, and is some labour, and that in effect is the site. Splendid site with the tay there. Beautiful but cold and dangerous, and we don't swim in it. So we have some activities going on site here. And preparing.
I thought it was 32 and a half. I'll just measure this here. What's your footing, Peter? Yeah. Don't trip in the river, you might get wet. Okay, that one doesn't work. There's more resistance there rather than less resistance. A fair amount of it. Do you not want to turn the basin upside down and coil the rope on a flat plastic surface? Because I think the edges there were...
yes, it was the edge that did it.
The edge was holding you back there. Yes, well, we've eliminated a bit of wood.
This is the throwing stick validation exercise. This area, it's 3 V's, which David Roberts and co with Peter and Philip and Alan indeed. This is the plebs area, and the next one is the VIPs as I understand, and then there's the inner sanctum, you see, and that's the flagpole, and they're supposed to hit the flagpole, which apparently they can do with great ease without the rope attached to the mallet, which if you're throwing across the river is a whole lot of help. I suppose, however, if it was an enemy you could knock them out with the mallet, one at a time. However, this is not the object of the exercise. Oh yes, this is being done on the day before we get the people back from the hike. And there's the flag, you see. That's because we haven't got a Union Jack. Otherwise we would have a Union Jack. However, David Roberts is very pleased. He was telling me this. Yes, you see there you are. In fact, it warmed his cockles. As he drove in, his cockles were warmed. In fact, as he sat down, I think they still were. But there you are.
I was fired. Fire. Rather hot. Let's have another go.
And talk of the unexpected. Now there we have it. His throw was of such gargantuan strength that the rope stopped and the mallet kept on going. Okay lads, walk this way. I think so.
Are you filming?
I'm filming.
Oh good. Oh hi everybody.
There we are. That's the end of a mighty hike. Well done.
Just got you in time.
My goodness. Don't get in the minibus yet. This is a good example of an evening. It's been a lovely day. The sun has just set. mist. And here we are doing many tasks. The task at the flag is Andrew talking with Gregor. Temporary difficulty there. Now this is illustrative of the sorts of things that go on in camp. Over here by the flag, Andrew Hinstridge is talking over the requirements with Gregor Tate of what the Scouts should know about the Scout Promise and about scouting around the world, whilst down at the sites preparation of food is in process. And there's Robert, QM Food, checking that his instructions have been carried out. But he is doing another task as well, which we are now going to go over to see. And then we'll go down to the campfire. If you can hear music here, it's the music of some of our younger persons. This is the task which Robert is doing. This is the camp log. Could you just remove the shirt just a minute so that you can... This is what it is. And Robert is just adding this, and he's now drawing on the friendship symbol. Thank you, Robert. And this is Philip, who has a real admiration for Bond music. Yes. I have to say I do as well. But that's Graham's blaster thing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And that's your
my CD.
That's CD. The thing is that leaders can come to camp and really rough it, as you can see. But here's the, I think it's mince tonight, so we'll just go and look at what's happening. This is Pumas, and they have a store tent, which is that one, and they have their own tent, which is this one here. But we'll go in and see how they're doing. Alistair McKeever is acting CPL here, and Alistair Scotland is acting CAPL, camp assistant patrol leader. And here we have Paul Grandison and Alistair Scotland, who's got the back of his head to us at the moment. You can tell it's Alistair because it's the back of his head, and that's the front of his head. And this is William, who's one of our cubs, and he's doing a good job there, slicing up the onion. What are we having this evening, Alistair?
We're having mince and spaghetti with onions and then we're having custard and apple cum.
Oh, that sounds very nice. That sounds very nice indeed. And I say, this is a lovely fire. This fire's come along very well. Yes, it to be complimented on the fire.
I can take my
Alistair, who's going to be in charge of the cooking this evening? Are you in charge?
Yep.
Right.
I think.
Are you going to direct operations or do it yourself?
Well, we're doing...
You're
We're all
coordinated.
doing it,
Yeah, we'll do it. Teamwork. That's right. And there's Paul. And what's your part, Paul?
Sitting there. Just kind of sitting here at the moment.
Right. You.
When it begins to cook, I will begin to join in. But
I see.
everything's
He's
under
doing the
hand
cooking.
at the moment.
We're doing the preparation.
Right. I see. Now I'm with you. No.
Oh, look.
Thank you very much.
And there's our brothers. Item 2 bar chain stuff.
This is our toilet facility. It's that the little ones, the little tents, are sometimes a bit daunting. So in point of fact, what we've done is we just simply put a toilet in one of these tents, which is quite satisfactory. Where's the code? Could somebody get the code and put it outside? And here we are. Here's the Pumas. I've come in the wrong door again. Mrs. Stewart and Kyle. Oh, now this looks very good. My goodness me, we have quite a log there. My goodness me, that must have been fun. Yes, dragging it up and everything. Yeah, who got that? Well done, well done. That's central campfire proportions, isn't it, really?
Well, once it kind of burns through, it depends how much food we cook, but bring the two ends in.
But bring the two ends in, that's right, absolutely. Yes, and a very nice, and what Stuart did was, of course, he took his, I don't know if I mentioned this before, he took his turfs and put them in the burn. Of course, because of the lovely weather, the burn has dried up. And as Paul Grandison has pointed out, and several others, umpteen fish have died.
Like a polo.
Ah,
Hello.
yes,
Would you like a polo?
that's very kind. I would like a polo. Thank you very much. Yes. That's Mark Boyle, who's joined us from another trip, and he's just with us for a couple of days. And he's very welcome, of course. You're enjoying yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
And the leaders are marvellous, aren't they?
Okay.
Oh, I see. Right. Thank you very much.
Plan your time, fit in everything you want to do, and that's how we managed to sort of pull it off. We did the canoeing, we came back, we went up a hill, and we came back in time for dinner. Well,
And we have a lovely site here, of course, and the site stretches down to the river, and this is the Tay. We can't go swimming in the Tay because it is, in point of fact, quite deep and cold and dangerous. So it's not for us. We could canoe on it, but we don't have the relevant expertise to do that. Although I'd dearly love if we could have, and we were going to do something like it, but perhaps some other time. There's a very nice area out here, which I just want to point out, because it's so such a delightful little promontory, really. Idyllic. Here. And it's very nice for a campfire, though I don't think we'll be having it here as it turns out. However, it makes a nice picture. And that's a shot back to the camp. And I think that's where we'll finish it now, for the time being.